What is going down, guys? My name is Nick, and welcome to the TetraNinja Show. And today we're playing some Halo Reach on Boardwalk. I think the game mode is Team SWAT. And I definitely went to the midnight release last night and picked up my copy of Reach as soon as I possibly could. I think I was like the 25th person in line, and I was out of there in about 20 minutes at the local EB. So that wasn't too bad. And so far, I actually spent the entire night. I beat the entire campaign with my friend Jesse last night on Legendary. We started at about 1:30. That's by the time we got everything set up for the game and TV wise, because we play on two separate monitors on two separate Xboxes inside my room because we're gay like that. That's just a tradition that we've always had. Anytime a big game release comes out, we always beat the campaign together first, and we try to get it all done in one single night. We did it for Halo 2 and 3, Gears 1 and 2. And if you guys are wondering how the campaign stacks up in comparison to other games out there on the market, I would have to say the campaign was alright. It wasn't like anything too crazy. Obviously, there were instances of oh my god or excitement, but overall, I can say that I think Gears of War campaigns are a lot better than Halo campaigns, just because there's more of a connection towards the characters, more an affinity towards the characters. And if you heard that knocking on the door, that was my roommate right there, so I had to cut a portion of the audio in this video. But moving on. So yeah, the campaign was alright. It took solid 8 hours to get through. I can only imagine that Legendary running single player is gonna be a complete bitch of a game, but I will probably do that anyways because I am an achievement whore and I like to have everything, and most likely if you get all the achievements you will get some special armor or something, so I'm definitely gonna probably do that. There are also these data pads, and once again skulls return based on what I saw off the main menu. And as you can see, this game of SWAT right here didn't start off so well. This was my very first SWAT game in Reach. This was about the third matchmaking game of the night, and it was right after the campaign session, so I was pretty tired, but I do eventually start picking it up near the end and end up with a pretty solid score. And for all you guys who are used to Modern Warfare 2 scores, a plus 10 or plus 9 in Halo in Slayer modes is pretty good. It's not any of your plus 30s or your 30 to 1 KD ratios that you're going to see in Modern Warfare 2, mainly because it's a highly skilled game. Well, people are going to flame me for this, but it's generally agreed in the community that Halo is a game that requires a bit more skill than Modern Warfare 2 because you need precision in your shots rather than just kind of a quick reflex kind of thing. And as you can see right there, it's harder to shoot people in the back of the heads when they're running away from you just because their head is a little bit smaller and blocked off by their neck. Case in point, that's the whole point of the strong side maneuver, where you kind of look down and then run away if you're running low on health. And that brings me to my next point of armor abilities. I always run with sprint just because I find it more universally. I can use it in a variety of situations rather than jetpack or armor lock that are less versatile. I think Hutch said this once that in his podcast that sprint ability is basically the stopping power of Halo Reach in comparison to Modern Warfare 2, and I completely agree with this. Just because especially in Slayer, there have been many situations where I kill one guy and I know for a fact that another one is coming, and rather just risking trying to take the other guy head on and go for a play that I would probably make like 10% of the time, I just run away. I run away like a little bitch, and it saves my life a bunch of time. So I tried to pull it right there because I knew there was a guy behind me, the strong side maneuver, but it didn't work out so well. And general tip for SWAT, I always tell these people that have just started playing Reach again and didn't play the beta, The general tip for SWAT I find is if you place the bottom half of the reticle over the top of the person's head, then you'll end up with more precision shots and be able to take down the guy more often. And as well, I took the opportunity for the campaign to actually switch over to the bumper jumper layout, just because I kept reading everywhere that bumper jumper is the way to go in terms of controller layouts for Halo. I played Halos 1, 2, and 3 on default stick layout, which your A button, I think, is your jump button. And just basically, from what I was reading, it turns out that it seemed like the equivalent to switching to the tactical layout in Modern Warfare 2. It just gives you the ability to jump more often and shoot down on people at the same time. So if you're in a crunch situation where you're low on health and there's a guy right in front of you, your only way out is to kind of like jump and throw off your shots. So I find that does help. You can't do a Modern Warfare 2 or just lay on the ground and go pull an MLG drop shot, right? And yeah, so I took the entire campaign to actually do that. And by the end of it, I'm still kind of at points struggling with my melee button, but other than that, I would have to say I'm 95% comfortable with it. So if you guys are interested in making the jump towards the bumper jumper layout for your controllers, all it does is just makes it so your left bumper is your jump button, and like I said, that just gives you the ability to jump and shoot at the same time more effectively than hitting A. Then once you shift down one of your fingers, I find towards the A button, it kind of throws off your trigger finger a little bit. And that guy's, if you guys are wondering, that guy's head is flaming because he was a baller and was able to pay $150 for the legendary edition of the game. In Halo 2, the only time you actually saw people with flaming heads is if they were actually working for Bungie. Sorry, Halo 3, but they give you the opportunity here to have it if you shell out a little bit more cash. Well, a little more than a little bit. But if you're wondering, I just went with the regular edition that came with the special helmet, so that was like $60, and each edition gives you a code for a piece of equipment. And like I said, I just went with the regular edition, and because I pre-ordered the game, I got like some special chest armor or something like that. But I don't really have the cash right now to spend on the legendary edition. I did buy the legendary edition of Halo 3, and the head's basically just a complete eyesore sitting on top of my computer, so I felt like I didn't really need it right now at this point. And what also made me pissed off was when, like, after 6 months after Halo 3 came out, they dropped the legendary edition to below the standard edition, so that was kind of a piss off. So I thought if I did want the statue thing, eventually I could probably just wait a couple months and it will go down. And I guess I'll talk about this map as of right now. This boardwalk map I really don't like for any Slayer modes other than Team SWAT. I find there's way too much open area that you kind of have to traverse to try to get towards the enemy. Maybe if I'm playing a little bit more, but I think I've played about 3 or 4 games of Slayer and Slayer Pro on this map, and like I said, I don't really like it at all. I really only found it very appealing when I was using or playing Team SWAT. So let me know what you guys think. As well, let me know, whoever's playing this right now, what you guys thought of the campaign, because maybe my opinion was off. But like I said, I still place Gears campaigns above Halo's campaigns. So the game ends here. Final score of 1911, which is a +8. I know it's no Modern Warfare 2 crazy 101 score, but that's pretty decent for a Halo game. So yeah, leave me a comment below of any suggestions you have for future videos, and hopefully you guys learned something, because new game means there's a lot to learn. Me personally, I know for a fact that I have a lot to learn in this game as well, and I look forward to making videos for this game as well. I will be posting Modern Warfare 2. I may not necessarily be playing it, but I still will be posting. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.